Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with Drez and Huck.
There you go. Popping tops.
No diggity.
Cropping tops. Wait,
No doubt.
Girl. Hey, this glass I just noticed has, I can measure.
Did he give you a measuring cup? Because that would be awesome.
He hit me with the top.
I'm waiting for Nate.
I'm mortally wounded.
I'm waiting for Nate to do the intro.
Yeah, welcome. Huck doesn't wait. That's the one thing I've learned. But welcome into another round of Brewsday Tuesday. I'm Big Nate. He's Huck's Beer Buzz. There's Drez. Brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store. We're drinking beers, and I'll go first this time. I'm drinking the exact same brewery, Wicked Weed Brewing, Freak of Nature Imperial IPA from Asheville, 8.5% ABV. One of my favorite breweries. Not my favorite, but one of. Strong ties to Asheville, and
I'll be bringing you
to find at a convenience store.
I'll be bringing you an Asheville beer for later.
Ooh.
Even better than that.
Well, I supplied the beers this round, and first things first, I guess the reason I asked for that song, we'll go ahead and cue up Huck's beer.
Yeah, I got the
Huck. What are you drinking?
The real American beer, which is I got some small print here I can't read. A lot of small print, but apparently this is Mr. Hulk Hogan, who I'm a fan of, by the way. I love Hulk. You know, I lived.
Your
You
names
also
are
love
so
Huck.
similar.
Yeah, Huck and Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Richmond, and the wrestlers came to town, so I did get to meet Hulk. But I spent more time with Blackjack Mulligan, trying to convince him that the bar was closed, and he needed to go to his room. And that's you have to be very careful because he weighs about 800 pounds, and he was drinking like 35. He got the last call was 8 beers and 4 shots. That was his last about Jack Daniels. And I'm like, yeah, Blackjack, buddy, we're closing. Everybody's got to go. Ah, okay, yeah, well, fine, drink them. They're like, can we cut them off? I'm like, no, I don't think you can.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm like supposedly the security guy. I was working night shift at the hotel as a night manager, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything to him. I'm gonna ask him to leave, but if he don't want to leave, he don't have to leave.
There's an Andre
all night. I'm gonna be here till 7 a.m. We're good to go.
There's an Andre the Giant story kind of like that, where Hulk was trying to get him out of a bar, and Andre the Giant just picked him up and like moved him out of the way.
So he
just treated like a rag doll.
Speaking of beer records, Andre the Giant holds the record for the most beers drank by an individual. I want to say it's 100-ish. It's a lot.
I don't think anyone else should try it.
No, I mean, how could you?
But getting back to Hogan drinking, so yeah, the reason why I brought that beer was because yes, Hulk Hogan was touring around promoting his Real American Beer, and we did happen to catch him when we were in Jacksonville. He went to the Hoptinger Beer Garden, and after waiting, he was supposed to get there. I have the itinerary. He's supposed to be there from 7:30 to 8:30, and I don't know, at around 8:15, finally he comes out after we were waiting there at this bar for a long time. Everybody around, it's pretty packed. It's an interesting crowd, and they were selling cases of it for $30, or you can buy one beer for $5. And
that's easy, man.
I mainly was there. I wanted to do, I wanted to get the check-in. I was hoping to get an autograph or something.
Picture, yeah.
And so we're sitting there and we're waiting. And I'm like, I don't want to get a beer because I got a feeling when he comes out, they're just going to give out free beer. Because I did a little reconnaissance work, and I saw from previous beer or bar appearances, I saw it. I was like, it looks like they were just handing the beer out. So
yeah, I don't have that kind of intestinal fortitude.
I'd
have bought a beer.
Well, not only that, it was so packed. I was standing at the bar. I actually did manage to get my way to the bar to buy a beer, but I was standing there for 10 minutes, and nobody came to see if I wanted a beer. So
they're busy.
Whatever. So finally, after 45 minutes late, he does come out, and he comes out, pops one of those bad boys, and just chugs it. Just immediately chugs it, and he's like, I can do this all night, bro, blah, blah, blah. He's on the microphone.
Cannot.
Yeah, he can't because he's in his 70s. So he chugs a beer. They do he clearly he got on the microphone and he was saying this stuff, and clearly the bar people knew they were supposed to start handing out beers, but one of them jumped the gun because he was like trying to get the crowd hyped, and then like the guy started, he was like, no, not yet. He was like, how about I give out a case of free beer? How about this much free beer? Whatever. But yeah, so then they just start handing them out like candy, and so I was very glad that I did not purchase them.
Actually, this is a good beer. I'm, you're acting like I wouldn't like it.
Sawed it up. So it's funny you mentioned that, because as we were drinking it because obviously we were waiting for a while, so we started chatting with some of the Jacksonvillians. I don't know if that's what you call them, but
I was
Jacksonvillians,
because I didn't have one yet, and I asked him, I was like, "So how is it?" He was like, "Well, I think it pretty much tastes like if Natty Light and Busch Light had a baby." Does that not seem accurate?
Of course, got to understand, I'm not a fan of Busch Light, but I am a fan of Natty Light. I would say this is more Natty Lighty, than Busch Light. This is Natty Light is the privilege of being a cheap, ghetto beer that's thick and good. And you can, if you're at Baltimore game, there's like for $2 you can get one of these like 40 ounces.
Yeah. Well, I will say this: I was happy when I got one, because I drank probably 2, maybe 3 free ones there, and there was hand them out. So like, BB was there. She's not drinking this. So anytime she got, we go. Oh no, I had the cargo pockets, baby.
Oh, baby.
Loading them up.
Yeah.
Loading them up. So Nate, don't worry. I got your real American beer coming your way. Don't you worry.
Thank you, brother.
Well, yeah. So we were there. Obviously, waited around. We got a photo with him kind of in the background. He never really came to our side of the bar to sign anything or do anything.
Gotta be aggressive. You got to go after him.
I wasn't that worried about it. Got the beer, got the check-in. That's all I was there.
He's carrying his shirt off.
No.
What?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. So all right, so yeah, so he did his speech. He chugged the beer. He signed some autographs, and then what does he do? He goes to like a sectioned off area where no fans could get to him, and he sat on a stool for, I don't know, 30 minutes. And that's when we were like, okay, we're not going to get a photo. So we just left.
Just looking all
we
sad.
Actually just went downstairs, got some food, because it was the beer garden. Like they had like 40, 50 beers on tap.
Which one was it? We were looking at that
one. Jacksonville.
Yeah, we were looking at that in Jacksonville. We went to a couple of places. We stayed at the something Note. It was a great brewery. But speaking of back to RVing.
Well, hang on.
Go ahead.
I'm drinking.
Oh,
yeah, we got talking about.
I got a little sidetracked because I figured
that's all. I got a whole show on where we stayed.
Munkle Brewing Company. These guys are there in Charleston. I did go to Charleston, and this is a bourbon barrel brune, if you will. So this is actually a brown ale. I'm going to read the little synopsis on the back. Brug City Brune, our Belgian brown ale, has been laid to rest in a blend of superb bourbon barrels, including a few from our friends at Beyond Distilling. After a year-long nap to perfection, it is ready to be shared with the world. With notes of our favorite bourbon and cola cocktail, hints of caramel and vanilla, this beauty is ready to be shared with the world now and well into the future. Enjoy with those you love. So I wanted to make sure I held on to this one. So also, while I was at Munkle in Charleston, I had my 7,000th unique beer check-in on Untapped. I did it with a Belgian double that they had, because Munkle they have that. That's what their main thing is
their monks,
is Belgian and that sort of thing.
Single double.
You might notice the triple. Sweet T-shirt that I got.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
It's awesome. Not
only is it pretty cool and monkish and beerish and metalish, but I'm gonna have to ask you: does that look any familiar? Does it look unique? Does it look kind of similar to anything there? Anybody?
I mean, it's looks like me.
Okay, well, no, it doesn't look. That's not what I was going for. Because you're a Deadhead, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently the guy that does the Grateful Dead, stuff.
There's a lot of those
is
guys.
The guy that did this.
Okay, a lot of those guys Actually, this
well,
shirt
one
came
of them,
from one of those guys. This shirt says humble pie, right? Humble pie, which I've never eaten. Don't intend to.
Huck doesn't eat that stuff.
But this guy also.
But he does mess up my camera with his mic there.
But also he does the Grateful Dead, and I mean he had some amazing shirts. It was at a blues festival which shall not be named. There's only 4 good things at it.
Well, we'll name it, Huck.
Save it
on a later show.
Yeah, we will have a whole show about this blues festival.
And I'm wearing a National Bohemian shirt because it was
Natty
laundry day.
We were just talking. This beer is kind of Natty Bo right here. Natty Bo and your shirt, this beer, it's all the same. So anyway, life is good.
Yeah, back to what were you talking about? Sorry, I interrupted you.
I can't remember now.
All right, well that's good. It must not have been that important.
Must not.
I like that beer mentions a year-long nap. I know someone else who likes to take almost year-long naps.
Yeah.
Who's that?
So, Huck, we're gonna start calling him Munkle.
Yeah, I like to sleep.
The baby Munkle.
I get my sleep. You know, the sleep's been good to me lately.
Sleep is good.
Yeah, sleep is good. And on the road, you know, I've been more at home in my RV than I am at home, really. And I've been sleeping good.
I sleep really good in the RV.
Don't you? I mean, it's just nice.
So I don't know about y'all, but I got one of these fancy watches that'll give you a sleep score.
Yeah, mine does.
And since I've been here at Swamp Fox, it's actually been better than any. It'll be ruined tonight because I'm gonna be drinking all this beer.
Well,
but
you know, I track all my metrics. I spent
yeah,
all that time in the hospital.
Yeah.
And every 6 hours, Mr. Bulls, we need to take your vitals. I take my own vitals, and like it's all I know exactly where I'm at health wise, and I'm on all kinds of things.
So obviously you're doing good then, huh? You're hopping around.
I'm
you're
really
going to
good
festivals,
at sea level. Let me just tell you that I'm not so good at. I get over 3,000 feet in altitude, not so good. But I mean, I'm not whining. I am alive. I should be dead.
You should have seen him in D.C.
Yeah, I was good in D.C.
What happened in D.C.?
I was spry.
You were.
He was spry. We walked all over the town, all over the city.
I went to the Smithsonian.
Where you at with your oxygen?
Well, you know, I'm on it a lot.
Yeah.
But again, we're at sea level, or we're close enough here.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad. If I have to move, like when I hook up and break down the camper, I put it on.
Dude, well,
I sleep with it.
You're at the age you don't need to be skiing in the Alps. Just hang out at the beach.
That's what I say.
Where you're at now.
But then I got the little grandbabies that are so friggin' cute.
They love the beach.
Oh, yeah, but how am I getting them away from the parents? I'll load them up in the RV in a second. Come on, we're going to the beach for a month.
There you go.
I'm all about it. We'll see what happens.
Just throw them in the BRV, man. The BRV's been doing good for you.
Oh yeah, the BRV is a champ. We had the brake issue on the last trip to the ocean, but this time we got the new brakes. Man, we are fine. This thing runs like a champ.
You want to hear a bit of a story?
Yeah, tires need to come, but that's okay. They're old.
Well, we got new tires on this bad boy. I got her all ready to rock and roll, man. But I tell you what, we were in. What was that state park? We were in a state park.
It's probably in a state.
In Marianna, Florida.
Okay.
It was the Florida Caverns State Park.
Not familiar with that.
We were in Florida Caverns State Park, and we were ready.
Caverns there?
Yeah, they got caverns. Look,
the highest point in Florida is 400 feet. How deep did this cavern go before it's underwater? But
Not
anyway,
super deep. But I recommend it. It was nice. It was very nice. And we were heading to Tallahassee because we were actually going to do a half marathon. So we were leaving on. I guess we must have been leaving on the Saturday, and the marathon was on the Sunday, I do believe.
Yeah.
So we go Saturday morning. Go to start up the RV.
Ooh.
It doesn't catch. And we've had this issue once before when we were trying to go to another race down in
that's probably because God's saying, quit running.
Yeah, quit running, clearly.
Yeah.
Long story short, we wasted a whole day. Oh no, well, we wasted half a day waiting for AAA to come and maybe tow us to Tallahassee.
Oh, it's a good call.
We waited about 4 or 5 hours for them to say, we can't find anybody that can tow you. You're on your own. So then I called a mobile guy to see. He came out. He worked, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours on it into the night to no avail. We tried to put it in line. We figured it was the fuel pump because we had this issue slightly before and had another mobile guy come out. Figured it was the fuel pump, was going to get it towed to a place in Christiansburg to get it worked on. And AAA was coming to pick it up. And I was just like, all right, well, I'll try it one last time. And then it started. Fixed itself. All right. That's what happened maybe 6 months prior, 7 months prior. All right. It just fixed itself. And now it's popped up again. All right. So we hire this so we get this guy. He comes around, he does what he can. We go and get a inline fuel pump to try and put in from O'Reilly's or whatever, and it starts and then it peters out. Maybe the PSI is not right, whatever. Long story short, it ain't working. So we ended up towing it the next day. We missed the race. We tow it all the way to Tallahassee on our own dime.
It was about a pretty penny.
It was almost 200 miles. Yes, it was a very pretty penny.
2 times 4 is 8.
It was a very pretty penny.
Just saying.
We get it towed there. When we get there, of course, it starts right up.
And you haven't fixed it.
Oh no!
But,
I just wanted
there's
a break.
nothing to fix. Oh no! Okay, no. So then
Fuel
we do
filter.
that. We go straight from Tallahassee. We're like, okay, here we go. So from Tallahassee, we talk to a place. And we explain everything, and they have their theory of what it might be. We go there, they look everything over. They're like, everything looks good. And obviously, if it's not actually an issue at the time, it's even harder to diagnose. So then we spend another, couple $100 for them to just be like, yeah, everything looks good. Yeah. Here's the check. And
it's like when you have a stroke, it's like there's some strokes that are solid. I'm an old guy, and some strokes are asthmatic. They come, they go. So you had like a clot in your fuel, and then it cleared.
So long story short, it's been working good since, but I'm sure this is going to be an issue that will be reoccurring.
You've had a lot more bad luck with your RV than we've had with ours.
Well, you got a tried and true. I don't know. Ours, it's fine for the most part. And I've been doing upgrades and everything's been good. But yeah, that was a big one. We had another big one. Our level system also.
Yeah, we've had trouble with that. Yeah,
but that's not the end of the world.
No,
because you can manage with that. If you can't start it, that's a problem.
That's a problem. Yeah, we had the brakes. It's the last thing. Before that, it was the serpentine belt. That was a problem because we ended up in crack town. Meth town.
No.
Oh, but that's fun. Yeah. Nate, what about you?
Well,
I bought this Jeep.
Yeah. I bought this Jeep off this guy I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
big fan of the Jeep.
Big mistake.
Had it for like 3 days, 4 days, and the water pump exploded.
You probably abused it.
Oh,
I'm sure the guy was good.
You're talking about the Black Crow?
The white Jeep.
Oh, the white one. Oh, jeez. Yeah. What are you doing buying the white Jeep?
The white Jeep's, it's all right.
It's great. We absolutely love it. Water pump's gonna fail. It's gonna fail.
Is that replacing the black Jeep?
I still have the black Jeep.
No, I'm not talking to you.
His Jeep. Yeah.
For the time being, we're gonna try and actively get the new transmission in there, and then just.
So you have 3 cars vehicles now?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah, I just got, and that's the other thing. I just had to have the power steering fixed in the Avalanche.
I wonder if we have any listeners left. Does anybody care about it?
I bought a new Jeep.
I feel like I'm just on the phone with you guys catching up at this point. Oh, you got a new car? It's not that one.
No, I got a Cherokee, a green Cherokee. It's kind of faded paint. I'm working on it, fixing it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I haven't talked with these guys in 6 or 7 months, and I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, let's talk beer.
Go off air, talk beer, and then go off air, and we'll have another discussion.
Yeah, because honestly, this brown, I'm sorry, I'm gonna steal another
hey.
Look, it's a big bottle.
Whatever.
You're all right.
Normally, I have a problem. I have to drive home, but I do not have to drive home.
You do not have to drive home. And in fact, not only do you not have to drive home, but
you're going to drive me to the party.
My lovely BB
is going to drive
found us a fantastic bar, a brewery, tonight that does trivia.
Yeah.
And she is kindly.
I hate trivia, but it'll be great.
BB is the DD.
Can we do trivia and where you sing too at the same time? That would be so great.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of,
ladies
and gentlemen, I did stay at Huck's RV
Oh yeah, I
Resort,
forgot about that.
and we did karaoke that night. That's
there
what
you go.
reminded me. And dude, you need to go there. Have you never heard of it?
I've seen it. I've
You need
driven
to
by
go.
it. I swear I have.
Bro, you need to go, because not only did they do karaoke that night, which was fantastic, they had $3, I will repeat, $3 craft beer draft pours. And there was
Nice.
not one, not two, not three, 4 on tap that I had not had before. Now, one of them was a cider, but whatever. It was
cider's good.
It was amazing. I couldn't believe how great of a it was happy hour, the $3. But then it was during March Madness, so they had like, if it goes to the overtime, you can get a beer for $1.
What?
Yeah. If you're
Did it go in overtime?
Well, I wasn't watching the game. I was singing karaoke. I was singing.
What were you singing?
I sung 2 things. I sang I Believe in a Thing Called Love, Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I sang Huey Lewis.
And the news.
What was it? The
Oh,
power of love.
Oh, the power of
Killed
love. That's
it,
a great
man.
song.
Oh, killed it.
Great
BB
song.
did Spice Girls. It was great. It was a good time. And
BB could be a Spice
we
Girl.
did duet. We did duet too.
Yeah.
Ginger Spice.
I took my picture down. Did you use that one?
No, we did Let's Duet.
Okay. Let's do
From
that.
the
all right, we
Dewey
better
Cox.
check in these beers before we go.
Should we? I don't know. It
Like
doesn't
3
matter.
hours fast.
Kyle, are we running long? You see, we're good. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good.
We're good. As long as he's got his
He's not calling the shots. He does what I tell him to do.
advertising income. He's fine.
Yeah, are we stepping on toes? Who's on nights?
Nobody.
No one.
All right, so we keep going all night long. I
Yeah,
got
it's
another
like-
beer. You want
It's
another?
the machine all night. We're living on the
Just
machine.
tunes.
Just
Just
tunes.
tunes.
Tunes
Yes,
continues.
JT's
Mhm.
gone, but his tunes.
It's
continues.
just tunes.
There you go. Yeah, I laughed. Really
All right, we got to
hard.
rate these beers before we
Too
get
hard.
in trouble.
Yeah, he's cut me out
Oh,
here.
I'm sure we're gonna get. in
Okay, so I'm
trouble.
going to give the Real American. I'm going to go first because I can. I'm giving the Real American beer.
I'm gonna give the
5,
Real
'cause I love
American.
Huck.
You gonna give it a
Huck.
5?
I'm giving it a 5. This is good beer. Either that I'm drunk or both.
And real quick, Beer Man Josh, I know you're a big beer man. You're a big wrestling fan. I do have a can of this. If you haven't come across one yet, don't worry. I got a can coming your way too, Nate.
Awesome.
Like I said, they were handing them out. I was just pocketing them. So
I'll bring you, Nate.
I didn't get one.
Nate.
Excellent.
Actually, for once I have a cooler, I'm actually keeping ice on this time because it holds it for a while.
It's warm, so you don't even need.
Oh,
to
it doesn't
keep
even
cool.
matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Fair enough. All right.
From Uncle, I've never had a bourbon barrel brown ale. This one's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, it took me a minute to warm up to it.
It's
only 6.5%.
It's a brown
Which
ale.
for a bourbon barrel aged, you would expect a little bit higher of an ABV. And honestly, I'm not a huge brown guy either. But the guy did say, he was like, it is pretty good. It's very unique. Case in point, I've never had it before. Munkle was a fantastic brewery. I will recommend that. I'm going to give it a 4.5. This is a beer that's pretty damn tasty. And Huck, honestly, that's still too much.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Lord have
I'm
mercy.
just trying to balance.
Give me that beer before. No. Just give me
Okay, yeah, you're right. You have the real
He's
American.
drinking my share.
that. Yeah, well, you didn't have a share. You're not here.
Freak of Nature. I mean, 8.5% ABV. I love Wicked
Whoa.
Weed. Of
Ooh.
course, the Imperial IPA. I like their can too. I don't know. It's kind of like we were talking about the
the metallic kind of thing.
gloss thing. Yeah, like theirs. I just took note of it. It does it in a really cool way. I'll give it a 4.5. I think that's gonna be my score across the board. I do love Wicked Weed's beers, and I think they know what they're doing.
Wicked
obviously.
Weed.
No diggity.
Everybody
Well,
loves Wicked Weed, and even they like the brewery.
All right. So what's next for both of your RV trips?
I'm heading home. I'm going to the river, my permanent site.
oh, you're just gonna chill there for a bit?
That's what I'm
That
going to
sounds
do.
ominous.
I'm going to do it. I'll be there up at the New River. Put in up there at Eggleston. You'll see the Huckster.
Nice.
Might put the banner up between two trees so you know where I am.
Cool, cool. So we're going to be here in Florence for a little bit, and then we're going to head. We're going to make a pit stop in Coates, North Carolina, the very famous Coates.
Never heard.
But basically, that's just the way to get to. We're actually going to stay at a brewery one night via Harvest Host, and then OBX. BB's never been to the Outer Banks, so we're staying. Believe it or not, we're staying at Roanoke Island.
Oh, you're staying in Mania,
which supposedly, I guess,
Croatoan.
That's like the
Lost
Roanoke,
Colony.
Right? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but it's not really the Outer Banks, but that's okay. You need to go to the ocean,
close,
and die. You can't
There's a cool museum about the Lost Colony there.
Yeah,
well, I wanted to go there for that, and because it's a little bit more affordable than being right on the actual Outer Banks.
If you go
and plus, so here's the other thing. Since we've been on the road, I don't know if you knew this about us, but we're really into pickleball. And BB likes to do her lap swimming. So the Roanoke Island was amenable for both of those. So that was the other thing. Because when you get out to the Outer Banks, you're kind of away from stuff.
Right, but there's a couple of Oregon Inlet National Park Service. They have hookups. You should spend one night there.
Well, too late. I got it booked, and I paid a lot of money. So we're
it's
staying
like
where
$20 a night.
Yeah, no, you can't get
with
in
full
there.
hookups. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Well, not on the weekend, but during the week you can.
Okay. No, we're not going to do that.
All right.
We're not going to move camp for one night. You know how it is.
It's worth it to do it. I'm just saying.
No, it's not.
We still get along as well as we always did.
Yeah.
Like we never missed a beat. Well, Drez, it has been an absolute pleasure seeing you, even if it's just via Zoom, but you need to come back up this way soon. Huck,
I will.
I know you're already on your way up here, so I'll see you soon.
See you next week, brother.
And I hope everybody has fun at Metallica. It's going to be coming up. I'm bummed. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be in Outer Banks.
I got no tickets.
No tickets? Yeah, I'm sure the station ran out of tickets. You probably can't even go, Nate, can you?
We'll see.
They gave away all the tickets.
We'll see.
Where's my ticket? I got all those tickets.
There'll be tickets available if you want to go, I'm sure. People's plans change.
Oh, and I heard the parking's bad. I got the hookup on parking. Feel free to message me. I can get you really close to the stadium. No problem.
Right. If I get a ticket, I'll let you know.
Well, that's going to do it for Brewsday Tuesday. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
See you.